And now something a bit more exciting than removing the veins, and probably important thing, because now we're going to improve the sharpen of our eyes. And of course there's few methods to do this, and all of these methods actually are good. Probably the easiest method, and you can use this method of course as well. Here's something called sharpen tool. We have sharpen tool on our left side in our toolbar, and by creating new layer and painting with your sharpen tool, you can improve the sharpen of your eyes. However, I'm going to show you something different. This method, I mean sharpen tool, you can use if you want, of course. It's good tool, there's nothing wrong. As I said, all the methods are good. So there's not the right method to improve the sharpness on your eyes. So I'm going to do something different, something more specific, which I used to do with my retouch. So I'm just going to create a stamp, Alt, Control, Command, Shift, E, and right now I'm going to cut out the eyes. I'm going to do both at once, and we don't have to be so precise now. So just do a selection on both, just like this, and alright, now I'm going to duplicate this, and straight after this we can actually remove this layer number 1. We don't need this anymore. But about this layer 2, I'm going to press Ctrl or Command J to duplicate this, and this will be high and this will be low. So actually when you see what we are doing, you actually know I'm going to use frequency separation to improve the sharpness of my eyes. So I'm going to put this into the group, and let's call this sharpen. Okay, so I'm going to start with the low. Filter, of course, blur, and let's do Gaussian blur. And for this case, I'm going to use very soft radius, let's say 2.5, just a bit to get off of the details. And on the high layer, of course, I'm going to go to image and apply image. So layer as before, it's our low layer for this. Blending, subtract as we work on 8-bit image, scale to offset 128. And I think I'm going to zoom in a bit to make you see what is happening. When you change the blend mode for vivid light, we got these ugly edges, right? So we have to remove these ugly edges at first. For sure we don't need them. So on the sharpen group, create layer mask, and I'm just going to paint with brush quickly to remove. Of course later we're going to remove more things, just for now to make it look better on this eye. So I don't have to look at the other eye right now. It's actually not sharpened right now, but when I'm going to deselect this layer, it's getting very sharpened. So we did really great job, but it's too much. Of course we can change opacity, let's say to 50%, but still it looks a bit harsh for me, I would say. So I'm going to keep this low layer, but I don't want this blurry, so opacity I'm going to change to only 20%, and right now I've got really nice and soft sharpen on the eye. So of course I don't want this sharpener on the eye, so just going to paint with brush to remove all of this. Actually, it will be even easier, but we can of course at first invert this layer and just paint inside into the area we want sharpen, but as I already started, it's okay. I can remove everything. So let's have a look right now. As you can see, just inside the eye we sharpen. Of course, I'm not going to sharpen these white areas because it just won't look nice. And we have very nice soft sharpen inside the eye. Now just the clean second eye. And we're going to look from the distance soon after this. I don't want to leave everything for later. It would be kind of a problem. So let's have a look right now. And as you can see, I'm not sure if you see very well from your perspective, but I can see I did really nice soft sharpen. As you can see, it was a bit blurry inside, and right now I have the sharpen I really wanted to. So that's very easy method to sharpen your eyes in high-end retouch. But as I said before, every method is really good. To do this, you can use sharpen tool, you can use this method, you can do something like fake frequency separation, as I said, the same low layer, and just blur this layer, and then you don't have to apply image, but just use high pass and the effect will be very similar. So there's few methods, and I think all of them are really good. The main point is if we sharpen the eyes in the right way, it means we did everything great. So our next step will be about brightening the eyes, and that will be actually a bit more specific, and I'm going to show you a really great method to do this.